Okay, it's a very quick video for myself, Harvey Goldman. No cuts, no edits, no filters, and no hair. So for today's video, I am in a car park at a garden centre charging my EV. So you might be able to hear it in the background, I don't know, it's quite loud. Basically, I drove from where I live in Devon to Exeter this morning to trade in a couple of guitars. I broke an acoustic guitar. I need two to gig with because you always need a spare. So I went to a music shop in Exeter, traded a couple of my guitars and paid a load of money on top, and I've come away with another guitar, which I was really happy about. I've got a couple of gigs left this weekend, so it was an unavoidable purchase. But it is very nice, and for that I'm very happy. I then proceeded to drive to my gig for today, which is actually in darkest Cornwall, in a place called St Column Major, which is sort of quite close to Padstow. So it's like I guess, a 70, 80 mile drive from Exeter. So I juiced up the car a little bit in Exeter, set off on my journey, made it to Cornwall, and as I made it maybe 10 miles from my destination, my car showed less than 50%, which meant, obviously, come gig time, when we're finished, I'm not going to be able to make it home. So I've now been driving around Cornwall, burning electric, obviously, trying to find anywhere that has EV chargers, and I mean literally anywhere. I've used Google, I've used ZapMap. They've got a few EV chargers. The ones that I found have been broken or out of order. And then I found a service station, which I thought, amazing, they're going to have loads. They had 6, which was good. There were a couple free. Unfortunately, they weren't powered off the national grid. They were powered, because it's Cornwall, off a wind turbine that was about 100 feet away from the service station. So the power going to these EV chargers, my household plug will do 7.5 kilowatts. My garage electric charger, the proper charger, will do about 11 or 12. A proper service station will do maybe 150. And your car's charged in 20 minutes and it's done. It's amazing. These ones in Cornwall, 5 kilowatts. So powered by wind, it's less than a household 3-pin plug. My car shows charging complete in. So normally it says charging complete in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And that's if you're relatively empty. Right now, I'm sat here on 54%. And this is only a 60 kilowatt charger that I have found, luckily at a garden centre in the middle of nowhere. And it says it's going to be complete in about an hour. So I'm here for an hour. The one at the service station was showing about 7 hours. So today's video, a word to the wise. If you're going to get an EV, they're amazing. They're fun to drive if you get the right one. They're really responsive. They're super quick on the whole. And they represent good value for money depending on how you use it and what you use it for and how many miles you do and all the rest of it. But for God's sake, make sure that you've got the infrastructure around you to be able to take advantage of it, because clearly I have in Devon, but when you go to the next county and you're in Cornwall, yeah, Cornwall might be all surfy and trendy and eco and baristas with man buns and all the rest of it. They've literally not caught up to the EV game. It's mad because obviously a lot of the energy in Cornwall appears to be wind turbine generated. They've got loads of them. They've got a place called Goonhilly, ridiculous name, but it's literally got a forest of wind turbines. So they're using wind power, they're using hydro power. They've got all sorts here going on. But none of it powers EV chargers. So there you go. That's my video for today. Literally, if you're going to buy an EV, look at the infrastructure around where you live. Look at the places that you typically travel to and make sure that if you get caught short, you've got the ability to get back. Otherwise, you'll be sat in a car park like me, like a mong, sweating on the hottest day of the year, waiting for your car to charge. So there you go. That's it. I'm going to continue to sit here for about another 45 minutes to ensure that I can make it back to my house once my gig's finished at midnight and that I'm not stuck on the A38 in the dark. And I'll probably have a cry somewhere in a garden centre toilet. So anyway, like, follow, subscribe. There'll be a proper video tomorrow. And Goldman, peace out.